Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Here we have a Mazda 2 1.5 SE-L Nav Automatic, presented in black mica with the dark cloth interior. As I take you around the car, I just want to give you a little bit of background on the vehicle. We sold this new 2 years ago. The car was sold to some local people. They've always used this for servicing, and they've picked up their new Mazda MX-30 electric vehicle from us this morning. We're delighted to have this back because we just don't get enough Mazda 2s, and we certainly don't get enough Mazda 2 automatics. So we're really happy to have this car back in part exchange. Now, being the SE-L, it's a very well equipped car. I'll run you through the spec in more details when we get in the vehicle, but from the outside you've got alloy wheels. These are all unmarked. Now, I've given the car a quick clean. Okay, my valeter has now gone home, but I got it sort of quickly cleaned. It will have another full valet, but it's in really decent condition. Nice and clean. They've really looked after it. I just checked it was last serviced in October last year, so that was its first year service, and it requires a service now, which will be done probably in the next couple of days. Once my service department reopen on Monday, I'll get it booked in, and it shall have its next service. Now, these all come in 5-door. I would say they're a family-friendly car. My gauge of a family-friendly car is whether or not you can fit a child seat, a pushchair in the boot, and you certainly can on this. For those of you who require a spare wheel, that can be purchased as an accessory, like most cars these days. They're minus a spare wheel, but there is a space for one if required. You've got a 60-40 split rear seat, and you've got this parcel shelf here that you can pop off if you need that extra room. Now, on the subject of being family friendly, the car does have ISOFIX child seat anchorages for the two rear outer seats of the vehicle. Hopefully you can see it's all in nice shape. There's no evidence of sort of dog hairs or dogs being in the car. The previous owners were non-smokers. There's no unpleasant smells in the car. Yeah, it's in very, very good condition. Now, it is like, these cars came out in 2015, but they made a few revisions. So this has a height adjustable passenger seat as well as driver's seat. On the earlier cars, it was just the driver's seat that had that. You've got electric windows all round. And this car, I've got to check, this car also has, yes, parking sensors. So the earlier SE-L cars didn't have rear parking sensors. These do, because this is an SE-L Nav Plus model. Okay, and you've got the auto folding wing mirrors. The earlier ones didn't. You had to manually sort of turn the switch to have the wing mirrors fold in. I mean, I know that's a terrible first world problem, but this car does have the auto folding wing mirrors. So when you lock the car, the wing mirrors will fold in. In fact, I shall demonstrate that. So we've got two keys with the car. Okay. And I think I remember writing that tag 2 years ago. So, two keys. Let me lock the car. So when you lock the car, there you go. The wing mirrors fold in, and then they fold out when you open the car. So a nice handy thing to have. But there's a lot more features which I'll go through. Now, I'm going to start the car up. So you put your foot on the brake. This will light up green, this start button, and that means, look, the car recognises the keys in the car. Press the button, and she fires into life. Now, the mileage on the car is 12,361 miles. Okay, so it's done roughly 6,000 miles per year. We will service the car for the next owner. All right, anything that requires doing shall be done. The car, I always look at these trip meters. The car's done 43.3 mpg at an average speed of 17 miles per hour. We are in southeast London here, so there tends to be a lot of congestion. The people are from the local area, so I'd imagine 70 miles an hour, that's because of the sort of congestion we have around here. So getting 43.3, almost 44 miles per gallon is excellent. On a long run, this will go well into its 50s. So a very nice, frugal little car. Okay, nice and practical, very good on fuel. All right, now you've got automatic wipers, automatic lights. Now that was a part of the SE-L Plus package. You've got climate control air conditioning. That as well is a part of the SE-L Plus package. So they upgraded the car by having climate control, auto lights and wipers, and reversing sensors. So please, when you're comparing cars, make sure you are comparing like for like, because I know these things don't sound like major things, but they are quite handy. Once you have them, it's I'd say more difficult to live without them. You've got cruise control. You've got your volume controls here. You can make a call, decline a call. You've got up, down, in and out on the steering column. So the earlier ones were just up and down. So that's another feature on the SE-L Nav Plus models. You've got this wonderful infotainment system, which will, you've got your applications, you've got your music, DAB. DAB's great. Oh look, some gospel music. Funnily enough, when we sold this car to the previous owners, I remember they were either coming back from church or going to church, because they were all dressed up in their Sunday bests. But yes, gospel radio. So there's always something for everyone on here. Look at this. If I look at the other station lists, you've got everything on here from all around the world, all genres. I'm sure there's something on here for everybody. So DAB is great, because the other day I heard certain FM channels, and obviously this does have FM, certain FM channels are switching off and they're just going over to DAB. So yeah, the car's kind of future-proofed. You've also got, you know, the Bluetooth function, so you can stream music, and you've got USB 1 and 2, which are down here, and a little auxiliary one. I can't remember the last time I ever used something like that. So yes, plenty of entertainment on there. And then communication is excellent. Again, once you pair your phone up, not only can you stream music, bits and pieces, you can make a call, decline a call, look at your call list, your phone book. And if you've got an Android phone, it will also read your text messages. On this app page, you can upgrade this car for a sum of £300 to then have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. They'll come up as a pair. It's £300 for the pair, and then you can link your phone and navigate around your phone, like the apps on your phone, through here. So things like Google Maps, Waze, Spotify, amongst many other things, you can control through this system as you drive. Not that I'm promoting, you know, you distract yourself as you drive, of course. Navigation, so it does have a built-in navigation, but if you do have CarPlay, you can obviously use an app of your choice. But this, put the postcode in and off you go. I've travelled across Europe using this system. It's really good. In fact, it's brilliant. And if I didn't know the postcode, you can just whittle it down by country, town, street, etc., etc. Something that I always find very useful is I'm always looking for petrol stations, I think, especially recently. And it's always nice to be able to, when you're in an area you're not familiar with, to know where the different petrol stations are, the distance and the direction they're in. You can set up a Wi-Fi hotspot from your phone, so your car is in effect connected to the internet. It will also give you the fuel prices, which is, I think, is quite relevant in this day and age, the way fuel prices are going. But you also get live traffic updates and other bits and pieces like that. So yeah, really comprehensive. Okay, so let's go back to the menu. So we've done the nav. Now in the settings page here, you can change some like display settings, safety settings. This car has got smart city braking. What that will do, I'll give you a scenario. Okay, you're in traffic, it's stop start. I don't know, it's a warm day, you know, you're sort of dozing off a little bit, you look out the window, you're distracted, I don't know, you're watching some wildlife or something, and you get too close to the car in front, or a person, an object in front, if you're doing under 20 miles an hour and the car believes there's no driver input, so you're not turning, braking, accelerating, boom, the car will put its brakes on. Okay, and now the great thing about that is it is recognised by insurance companies. It gives the car a lower insurance grouping, so it should reflect in your premium. You've also got lane departure warning system, which you can switch off here with a quick key, so you don't have to go into the settings. And what that does is, should you veer out of a lane without indicating, it shall bleep or rumble. In fact, let's go in here and have a look. The warning, yeah, you could have a beep or a rumble, a bit like when you hit the hard shoulder, just to warn you, to say, you know, pay attention. But you can turn it off if you find it too intrusive. And you've got parking sensors for the rear, so when you engage, you get this picture here, which is great because then you know where the hazard, what direction it's coming from. Okay, sound system is amazing. I mean, we do Bose premium sound systems in some of our cars, which are great, but even the standard Mazda system's fantastic. I'll be honest, I don't really listen to this radio as loud as I used to in my younger days, but they all are brilliant. The clock is GPS synced, so you never have to set your clock. Okay, it'll be perfectly accurate because if it's GPS synced, it's set by the satellites. Always reminds me of an old customer of mine, Ed Stewart, Crackerjack, from the old TV programs when I was growing up, and I used to see him twice a year to change his clock on his car, so I do miss that. Vehicle settings here. I mean, look at this, lighting settings. You can set coming home lights, leaving home lights, so when you lock the car at night, lights stay on 30 seconds. You can adjust that time to give you safe passage to your front door and when you're leaving home. So yeah, some nice settings there. Devices, Bluetooth, network management, I've already sort of covered them. System, you can change, you know, from Fahrenheit, Celsius, miles to kilometers, which can come in useful, or change the language if you want to learn a new language, or of course if you speak and read other languages, you can change that as well. So we are now 12 minutes in. I don't want to go on too long. I want to keep your attention. Any questions on the vehicle, please don't hesitate to ask. I can send you more specific videos and photographs should you request it. We do a delivery service within 100 miles. And I just want to say, part exchange is extremely welcome. Okay, we want you to have a very enjoyable experience, seamless and easy, right? I know you'll hear a lot about selling your car on these online platforms and, you know, getting a better deal. We'll give you the best deal with a part exchange, and hopefully the most enjoyable experience as well. Make it as easy for you as possible. So even if you don't have a Mazda or a Suzuki, if you have a look on our website, you'll see we often sell other cars on our used car as our used car offering. So do your research. I know it's very easy to sort of do your research online. We like to treat it as fairly as possible, but we want you to feel that. So do your research, but do please try us. I say we are delighted to take part exchanges in. We've got great finance facilities. Please inquire, and we have the facility to extend warranties for up to 3 years. But we will provide this. This car will come with 1 year's Mazda used car approved warranty. Now I believe this car has a year's warranty. Almost a year's warranty, manufacturer's warranty left on it anyway, which also has roadside assistance. Okay, so it'll be fully serviced, fully validated, ready for the next owner. So thank you very much for watching our video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we look forward to hearing from you. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you're having a look in the evening outside normal working hours, any day of the week, please don't hesitate to make that inquiry, whether it be an email, live chat, or just picking up the phone. If we don't answer, if it's outside business hours and a voicemail's left, we will pick that up. So yeah, as I say, just inquire any time of day. We do appreciate, you know, I mean, certainly myself, I would be looking at things like cars on a personal basis outside working hours, you know, as I sit there at home in the evening. So do give us a go. We're happy to respond. So thanks for watching again. Hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to hearing from you. Bye bye now.